There's a famous line from Mao, 天下大乱,形势大好. Everything under heaven is in great chaos. The situation is excellent. On my second night in Xi'an, I discovered a small version of that chaos for myself. Alright, so we're here in Xi'an. I'm at the Xi'an, man. Little South Gate breakfast market. It's really loud, so I'm yelling right now. I'm now in a police car at the cop station now. So let's see what happens. It all started as a normal night. Biang noodles for dinner. Trying Chinese huangjiu. A birthday party. Nothing unusual. But somewhere between leaving the bar and getting back to my hotel, well, things escalated. What's up, guys? I'm back in Shanxi. It's cold here, man. But it's one day from Chinese New Year, so you might hear some fireworks in the background. But let me tell you what happened on my second night in Xi'an. I left the bar and I went to get a taxi to go back to my hotel. And I got in the cab. I told the driver specifically to wait while I pull up the directions. He started the meter immediately. By the time I pulled up the directions, I realized my hotel's just a 2-minute walk away. So I apologized to the cab driver and told him we're already here. 不好意思, 师傅, 我们已经到了. That's when he was upset. I went to step out of the cab and things spiraled. He then demanded that I pay him the starting fare, which I didn't think made sense because the car hadn't even moved yet. Voices got louder. He grabbed me by my arm and my shirt collar. I pulled him off of me. At one point, he actually claimed that I had hit him and I should pay him a very large sum of money. So I said, look, let's just contact the police and let them sort this out. And just like that, we're on our way to the police station. Now, as a foreigner, this is the part that most people imagine as being the most stressful. But for me, it wasn't. The officers were calm, professional, and very respectful. They asked us both a series of questions in Mandarin, and at that point, I was grateful for the hours I had spent studying Chinese. In the end, he dropped his claim that I had hit him, and I agreed to pay the starting fare. And that was it. Chaos contained, problem solved. 天下大乱, 形势大好. I want to take a second to thank the police officers involved who resolved the situation, because as I said, they were fair and professional. We even had a laugh at the end about the whole situation and took a picture together. Check it out. Traveling in China has taught me many things, and one of them is that misunderstandings can escalate quickly, especially when money, language, and pride are involved. In China, the ride starts when the meter starts, not when the car moves, so check your directions before you sit down. Lesson learned. So after a day to reset, I stepped back out into the city and went straight to the Muslim quarter for a proper food marathon, the only way to spend your time in Xi'an, in my opinion. Let's check it out. All right, so we're back out here on the streets of Xi'an. I was decommissioned, and you could probably hear it, all day yesterday. Caught a terrible flu, but now I'm back walking around. You can see all the people behind me too. All the girls out here doing their TikToks and all that shit, to be honest with you. Selling different stuff. Who, Lord knows what, and Lord knows to who. I certainly don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna walk around, and my goal today is to try at least 4 or 5 different local foods here. So gonna try some of the swantang dumplings. Gonna try some of the liangpi. Gonna try some just different dumplings and gunggui mian and all sorts of different stuff. I tried the biang mian and also had some delicious breakfast foods, but there's a lot more to check out. So anyway, there you go. That's the famous bell tower? Drum tower? Anyway, it is beautiful down here. All right, let's check it out. 是牛肉干是吧？这个怎么买的呢？这个146一斤。我可以尝一口啊。这个是麻辣香辣的。最小的那个数量是多少呢？最小的。你要吃呢还是送人？都是自己吃的。这个的话，保质期1到2个月，回家放冰箱成。需要放冰箱吗？这个跟这个有什么差异呢？这是白金，味道就是原味儿，自然香辣。然后这两个都 不需要放冰箱是吧？
炒完就可以随你吃一根看。
我放在背包里就好了。
如果你去旅游的话，
对，
那没冰箱，那肯定不方便嘛。那你就拿这种方便一点。
对。那这个孜然味要多少钱一个？
单买一个的话68，
不能打折。
不打折。你是自己吃对吧？
都是自己吃。那我就来一个这个吧。
好，拿一包够不够？再拿一包。
我先回去尝尝，然后我等会儿，如果特喜欢的话，那我当然回来找你，好不好？
行，可以。要一包。
好，谢谢。
不用谢，那行。
哎，宝宝 ，Hello Sweet， 真的吗？啊。那里面有什么东西呢？
你会说中文啊？
可以的。
这个是柿子，里面用柿子做，不带馅儿。
柿子
带馅儿的，有糖、花生、玫瑰都在一起。
那你买的是哪个？
这个来了4个，
这个来了4个啊。
这个来了4个。
哦，可以，我尝一个，但是我只要一个，你觉得客人最常买的是哪个？
那你吃这个吧。
你是哪个国家的？
美国。
那是中国还是
美国？
对。
中文说的挺好的。
啊，没有。
老师还是？
我就是老师。
那你说的那个流利的那个口语就不是一般人。
哎呦，我
是中学老师还是高中？
我是大学老师。
Very good。
哎呀，没有。
Very good。来中国来了几年了？
快到5年。
哎呀 ，Very good，Very good。
All right, I'm here in Xi'an, and I'm gonna try one of the local specialties, just like a Chinese donut, basically. Apparently, there's gonna be taozi inside. It's like a type of peach, maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, that's good. That is good. 10 out of 10. I recommend it. Chinese donuts in Xi'an Old Town. Give it a shot. Very good. 好，老板，我走了，谢谢。好的，哎，拜拜。我先看中文。如果看不懂的话，那我换到英文。
可以，你的中文应该没问题。
我听说过你们的八宝粥很好吃。
麻酱凉皮儿、蒸饺，
对，
一般外国人来点的比较多。
对，所以我来尝一个这个。
可以。
我尝一个，你们最有名的肯定是蒸饺是吧？
第一个对。
那我来一个推荐的，对。
凉皮。
好，我来一个凉皮。我觉得这个差不多。
你一个人吗？
就可以了，就一个人。对，够了。
你好。
哎，你好，这个是凉皮是吧？
对。
好，谢谢。We're here in Xi'an, famous for many things, one of which is Liangpi. And I have not tried it yet since I've been here. I love Liangpi, I've had it in many other places, but I'm interested in trying the authentic stuff. Let's give it a try. And I shouldn't be eating spicy stuff like this. It's normally pretty spicy. Because I had actually a really bad fever 2 nights ago and was in bed all day yesterday, but I don't give a shit. I'm only in Xi'an for a few days. Listen, if I gotta die young, let me die eating some local Xi'an yambi. All right, let's give it a shot. Wow, that is fucking good. I don't think I've had it with like doused in sesame paste, sesame oil. It's really good. It's really rich. The spice comes in afterwards, but to be honest, mixed with the sesame paste, not bad at all. That's really fucking good. Very rich. Very rich. All right. I'm gonna give my review now. One more bite, I'm gonna give you my review. Okay, final review. Score out of 10. I give that an 8.4 out of 10. That was delicious. Really good. The only thing I would say is I do like a little bit more vinegar and also some fresh bites in there, but I think it's just the style is different than what I'm used to. Anyway, overall, delicious. Hey, 你好. Oh, 谢谢. 这个是八宝粥. 好. All right, we got the specialty soup dumplings. Got some la jiao jiang here. Something called bao bao zhou. Never heard of it. Never seen it before. Honestly, looks like maybe some pumpkin seeds on top. Some type of jelly or jam going on there. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. I need to film everything portrait and landscape like a psychopath. One for shorts and TikTok, one for YouTube long form. It's really embarrassing, honestly, because this is a full restaurant. Anyway, here's what we're doing. We're trying bao bao zhou. It's a local porridge specialty dish. I've never heard of it. Never encountered it anywhere else in China. Literally never heard of it. And I'm telling you, it's fragrant. It almost smells like herbal. It's definitely some cinnamon, maybe some star anise. It's topped with pumpkin seed. It's got like kind of like a bit of a jelly on top, if you can see it there. And I was saying earlier, I was sick in bed all day yesterday with a really bad flu. I had a fever the night before, and to be honest, I wasn't even sure I was gonna come out today. But this is what you need. This will get you right. If you're not feeling well, you have some of this, bao bao zhou. For me, on a cold day, not feeling well, 10 out of 10 dish. Highly recommend it. Get yourself some. These are the traditional style soup dumplings here in Xi'an. So I'm gonna get a little la jiao jiang going on. Really good. Thicker skin than you would have with Shanghai xiaolongbao. Warm hot soup inside. Obviously it's a Muslim area, so no pork. I believe that's lamb inside. And overall, delicious. I'm a fan. I give the liangpi about an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. I'd give the dumplings probably about a 7.5 out of 10. And for me, the bao bao zhou, the mystery recommendation that I found online, never heard it before, never tried it before, 10 out of 10. So, altogether, if you have a chance, you gotta check out Zhiliang Zhengjiao, and that's the name right there. And just so you know, all that food, 35 RMB, $5. All right, on to the next spot.
太好吃了，真的啊！我特别喜欢那个宝宝粥，之前没有听说过那个宝宝粥。
没有喝过，第一次。
这个对，这个是西安的一个特色嘛，
算是回民街的。
回民街的特色哦，挺好挺好。
这个全国也都有。
啊，全国都有。
是有自己的那个味道。
啊，挺好挺好。那从现在就知道了啊。好，拜拜。
I feel bad. Normally I would never waste that much food, but I only have a few days in Xi'an, and yesterday I was in bed all day because I was sick. I had a terrible fever. So I'm trying to try as many different local dishes as I can. And I know that if I finish every plate or bowl that I get, I'm never gonna be able to try everything. So I basically went in, I ordered 3 things that, you know, are highly recommended around here. Like the local liangpi, one of the local kanji dishes, bao bao zhou, and also their dumplings. That's their specialty, actually. And I only had like 3-4 dumplings out of 10, half the bowl of liangpi, like probably 8 or 10 scoops of the zhou. What am I gonna do? I want to try a bunch of stuff. So anyway, big waste of food. Feel bad, but such is life. All right, on to the next spot.
Hey, 你好，我要一个小碗的酸汤饺子，可以了吗？
好的，来一小份，要辣吗？
我要普通的方式。
啊，就酸汤的，但是里面放辣椒。
你觉得最好放吗？还是最好放？放一点，可以。
放一点，咸的没了。
行，我还要尝你们的这个酸辣汤。酸梅汤，对。
这个是3块。
然后一共要多少钱？
一共是21。
21，好的。
对，
好，
做就可以。
好，可以。可以，好，谢谢。酸梅汤，哇，这么快，谢谢。
All right, so we're here in Xi'an, down in the city center, and we're trying the swantang jiaozi, the sour soup jiaozi. Oh, that's really good. Oh yeah, I taste that a little bit, a hint of sour in that soup for sure. Nice and fragrant from the cilantro. You got the sesame seeds on top. It's piping hot also. That's delicious and refreshing. Good for me, because my throat's all fucked up from the cold I had yesterday, so that is good. All right, now I'm gonna try their homemade swame tang also. That's always good. Just kind of like a sweet and sour kind of plum drink. Find that all over China, and you have it with like barbecue and different sorts of stuff. Really good. I love that type of stuff. I love sour tasting stuff. Overall, great meal. This is a 9 out of 10 meal. Simple, delicious, and great on a cold day. All right. So we're in the tuk-tuk on the way back on the streets of Xi'an. I think Xi'an as a food destination city in China has to be one that has to be near the top of your list. There's some really interesting local Xi'an food that is only done here really well and is worth coming out and trying. I'm going back to the hotel area. I'm just not feeling that well still. Trying to push through, but just my body's just not happy with me. Yeah, I just got a terrible flu and cold the other day. It took me out for the whole day yesterday. There was nothing I could do yesterday. I was actually close to going to the hospital. I was so sick. Had a crazy fever. Was freezing cold no matter what I did. The room was piping hot. I was sleeping under a quilt with my sweatshirt, jacket on. I had winter gloves on, hood up, shorts, sweatpants, socks on, and I was still freezing. But I woke up this morning. I wasn't sure if I could even leave the hotel today, but this afternoon, after I took a shower, I was feeling a little bit better, so I decided to come out and check it out. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, if I have the energy, I wanted to bike around the city wall, which is supposed to be very scenic and beautiful, so I'm thinking about doing that, but we shall see. Just gonna tell you something, if you're ever not feeling well, and you've just seen a bunch of food, don't take one of these goddamn rickshaws. Fuck. I get like stabbing pains in my gut right now from all that. It's like 10 different types of food sloshing around in my freaking gut. Jesus, man. Anyway, almost there, I hope. 是我给你看。哎呀，就是这条街，但是吃的很多吃的都还要前面。
前面。
对呀。
可以。
这条路都是东木市，
东木都是。
对，还要前面，谢谢。我这边差不多。哎，好，谢谢。哦哟，好的，我支付宝。
我做微信，我没有支付宝。
我没有微信啊。
我没有支付宝啊。
那等我一下，我去。对，我去那边买点东西，你等我一下。哎，你好，老板。买一瓶水，然后它只有微信支付，我只有支付宝，我可以多给你一点钱，然后你还给我一些现金，可以吗？
可以。
可以的吗？
快，你得多少钱？
我给他15，所以我给你17可以吗？好，哎，15，
谢谢。
哎，没问题，好，拜拜。All right, it was a good day walking around Xi'an, but I'm done. It's just cold and I still don't feel really well. My ears and head hurt. Most probably just because I'm so cold. But anyway, the point is, another great day in Xi'an. Probably only going to stay one more day and then I'm going to head to the next spot. But anyway, that's it for today.